John Mahama.
It is only Ghana and I would the economy call IMF also your strategies
on the economy.
You take you over power. Not dollar 4 cities and then dollar 12 cities
on the economy.
Tomato seller is the best economist I've ever seen. A bucket of tomatoes and I'm 10 cedi. And then the same quantity no with the 50 cedi. We get to ashi.
To a debate with John Mahama.
When the man said, say, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. When he was saying that $1 was 4 cedis, million crazy in and I can Japan.
To a debate with John Mahama.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the vice president. He has had all the opportunity working with the president to do whatever he can do for this country.
On the country, on the governance. To a debate with John Mahama.
Now they were unveiling and was or a mate. The rate of depreciation. What are we going to say?
To a debate with John Mahama.
We need a vice president with a vision.
To a debate with John Mahama.
Abasa bibi nyabi a wozi na you meet. Digital you meet. Abasa digital dia unka say MPP I know there you take credit.
That is why they are begging me to be vice president. But I know the candidate cannot win, so I cannot go and disgrace myself.
To a debate with John Mahama.
The year 2016 Oka economy once a year and campus see our core round to make economy one. He talks about digital.
The sitting president has been fair to the vice president. He's giving him all the opportunity to run this country. The man is tired. There's nothing new he can do. That's a fact.
With John Mahama.
IMF. What are we going to say again?
On the economy.
You cannot read my lips, and I'm not scared of anybody in the party. I'll tell you the gospel truth. It's the gospel truth. Those who take you to IMF cannot, this same face cannot break the eight.
To a debate with John Mahama on the economy.
He gave 170 questions to Vice President Mr. Atta to answer. And then they also be a vice president of the president.
On the economy.
Also, you have the inflation and the lock and key. Is that what is going on from 11% to 47%? Is it an insult or the truth?
On the economy.
In Latin it says "Verbum sapienti satis." A word to the wise is enough. For Benyansafo, the Brube, I can accept.
Your Mahama de debate. So your this should be your back.
The year 2016, Oka economy once a year and campuses see our core round to make economy one and campuses see our core round to make
on the economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic.
The person himself says he's a driver's mate. He doesn't have a license yet. So he should work and get a license first. And then after he gets a license, he can come.
All right, I was informing my about 1 hour with Munufi, so me pacho me GDC will be here. Just photos, Bibia Boko de Sanson na me name William Cap, so when you na moja kumya moheme just that's it. When be anyhow, me GDC Bibia be Sanson na tachima info moheme nyina mamunyina ajo. O GDC will be here. All shall pass, so just yana wachana mame. All right. NT Abuja 4 and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say o true challenge them His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say omra na one nye debate na Canada Japan mo bisa na say e debate na opesa one ne. Obi also ye economics and say they udwane from the economy no to digitalization. Okote e kire a o say be gina ho so bi mra mo nye debate on the economy. What kind of debate on the economy na opesa one no enye. That is something we're going to address today. Now, Ebiemonso no, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, it seems to papa oni policy bianam. Na me do be bab abechira Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia owia John Dramani Mahama 1 million codes program no. Na branding is ono ne dia ono so dey another policy eba based on 1 million people. One was NPP aban mo de bia me catch say they have no policy. Omo tena say na NDC the policy ba. Then they steal NDC's policy. Now Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia a true challenge be based on that policy. You bekwa ko hwese no kre ana enyo no kra. Ebiem mo kai say Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia catch the Ghana for say obema obia ukoje mo ba fun na otu na 1CD2 papa I make another U10 very sharp U10. I want you careful. I want to say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enegina ho ekasa no. Na yesha ase ne yenko je adwenkyere bi emfiri timamufo ho. Ebie me ba me de oba be kire Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia onam Dr. Gideon Boako so edi na Nana Addo dankwa Akufo-Addo attempt na Nana Addo dankwa Akufo-Addo enim nyansa na ono Mahamudu Bawumia be ye president a odi nyansa eni bebu man no. Me pa cho that is something we also going to discuss today. Enti yekono oma yenshase.
Bra, Dr. Bawumia so be the president. Bra, Jeff, Dr. Bawumia so be the president here. Obama move money. Obama move phone. I saw Obama phone. Now what you here?
For 15 plus, no matter I know guy 15,000. Me na so going.
Eh, the assembly Dr. Bawumia can over some chance of Obo na say.
Oban kun class.
Na da uti ko ya BP na adenti na o yesa.
Me free ho.
Adenti.
Me kasa me MPP ni bi ma gi se Kennedy Japan na e ba meto aba me MPP. On the kanu.
E dia vie ko to ba yento ma we.
To me NDC. Na NDC wo.
Ene na me be ga John Mahama nye no.
John ye. Masere me bo na fa cha wo nyame.
What's the fa cha nyame no.
Fa do aye ti John ye pa.
Dey nye kufa na be Bawumia.
Oh na Bawumia de se nwura. Bawumia de nwura.
Ba so ba twa 11.
O be twa ayi. Condom ga do be se condom no ntwam.
Nana, Papa, no what you mean, woman? No,
Omo di Ghana say so bebubu o man no.
I say ope still.
Ne boss no kura bubu no no e.
Still ni bigua.
Bigua o meta mo ye.
Ade dira mo ga na say muni pa bebe am wanya obi aka say papa fa Dr. Bawumia. Mo tan na.
Ya ntano ne no ya ne ne. Happy video so bu fra ba mu ko opposition on be bi mo on be bre papa.
Hey.
Na PPP po ba be fa MPP on ko opposition. Bawumia ye dan so be ko.
Bra.
NDC John Mahama so ye mistake no mu wia ne be kwa akobro no.
Hey.
Ka kire John Mahama so ye mistake ye be kwa akobro no.
Na say na ye MPP ni na afia dey.
Na free ho. Me free o me si matuma ba me MPP bi nko tetim nko metwa me nsa nko ato atwene.
That's right.
Ba wo gu madwuma me matuma ba ma wo.
Wo se sem to pa o.
Na me pe. Ma me ntumi chare gra ma wo gu me ye. Obi a wo gu madwuma. Nana Addo o gu madwuma me metuma ba ma Bawumia. No no ba
so ba betwa 11.
Oni hwe ka. Do ayi Bawumia oni hwe ya magana.
Okay.
O bibi ya oni Nana Addo ne bu o ma no ye vice onya minister mpo vice.
Na esen koye.
Onim hwe.
Ane abusafo se mate o. Ti go se wonim hwe Bawumia nim hwe. Mo bi ankoto aba ma no. Na da.
Bi anto aba ma no. Onya nipa 1 million vote message samidin.
Na obe adwa no mra sa ade adwa na ana skedi mu na Dr. Bawumia so ba ho beto.
All right. Timamufo ni bi nsem mo kan no about something I want us to address. Oya papa ifitani a o say John Mahama a mistake. O say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a mistake. Emma NPP for Wiana yen kan chere ne say on tiase. O say John Mahama a mistake. Na NPP for ko wi aba we o munyinim so mokoto aba ma John Mahama na enya de o me John Mahama and these are key things. I heard say John Mahama ashe Ghana for boss say NDC will protect Ghana's ballot. And enye John Mahama nko ase dio me pa che NDC ni bia na say obi a opese Ghana bia no waso de no ene wase de just photos me sure say Tachima de Gombala why already say will be protected the ballot and ni pa beto aba ma NDC Tachima de Gombala. These are things Timamufuo no more consensus our more raising it almost every day. Because it seems or it is clear say Ghana ni bia who say as a battle no mokoto a monto ma NPP but as a movie ekoso ewo ho. And these are things that oko from any team mofo ekokasa. They all share the same sentiments. Say as a battle no ekoto a krono ene kululu bi ekoso ewo Ghana ho. Pacho Electoral Commission of Ghana where you was so dear was said there say aba ye kwakoto ino obe matima mufu anya gidie o mumusa abano ye to a anya de akoro no bia bekoso e beto abano frenchem. That is the first thing ma enyina ye mhye nenso me pacho yenko ne shatabando enkotwe nkomo.
You see, now we don't understand this Ghana again. The doomsday is too much. The doomsday is too much. We have generators in our house, but what about others? What about others? So this president, if you know you can't handle the country, just wake up there. Because right now, Lagos Jollof is better than you. Lagos Jollof is better than you because every day Jumso. Why? Or you said the lies and we don't know or what? Or you said the lies give some.
Shatabando say Lagos Jollof is becoming better than Nana Addo dan Kwakufu ne Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia amamu omubui. Na everyday light off into a person business light and Nana Addo ton by before fro and all my Ghana for who na say they know nim say on timi ni president na on sorenko. But you some kai Shatabando. I don't know. I say pan ye no e wo bia be wo. What Ghana household kasa we have any baby abegene de also beje wo de no also obeje wo de. That is what is happening in Ghana today. Na abusiafo asem ye esere Mahamudu Bawumia Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia control challenge bi na efacho enkuti sa challenge kro
me ka opili one just one factory obi a me de adwene kasiese aba ye ba power no not even one city.
We have brought the Ghana card. Even the United States does not have the equivalent of the Ghana card.
Mahamudu Bawumia say Ghana card no de aba no US ekura ni bi UK ni bi inti Ghana abiti these developed nations no ya be Canada sa asema papa ikan oboa yera lankojo chiremantin so say one district one factory no e onu ni brain child the brain idea or the buy any people for we and even yamfa one city kura nchem amamu nenye inti yantuntia Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia aban na oso wode na ma waya ayesem no sa wona o moya adwen ba cho betimi do comment aba Millicent I say Shatabando and then say yes in when say Shatabando na my life on kwa no obo ya obende but I band more life kakra anya ne sa enyi na me pa cho mo kai say Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia e kan se mi chi Ghana for
affordable. And the mobile companies no ye bedi kata inkitaho na ye the mobile phones no ama nipa na mafidia watia 1 cedi 2 cedi 1 cedi 2 cedi kakra
e pa cho some kai this particular statement papa ikan o see ye the mobile phone ebe mawo na utia na 1 cedi 2 cedi 1 cedi 2 cedi na NPP for ne Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia who say Ghana for say masa sa boshe we die one district one factory ne kura easy chain we say ne oka say northern region abema district be a factory na to give each Ghanaian mobile phone on to 1 cedi 2 cedi there yenti bi da na mo ya ma politics no aye cheap too much afi die Mahamudu Bawumia te hwa say I mean changing some mekan no I mean sesa no enti yanko na yenkoti Mahamudu Bawumia I think say osan hye bono o se bono o hye no Ghana for asopa too much enti osan reverse e bo hye no na 1 cedi 2 cedi no e pa cho yanko we say Mahamudu Bawumia so e no ba we nde.
You go abroad today and your passport gets lost, you can take the card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. Today, we are going to bring and
Pato muti asma papa ikan yeye. ti asema Mahamudu Bawumia kan eni yie me pacho. Maybe I need to go back and then play it again. Pacho tie this particular statement Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia be ye ni ye. Pacho tie ni ye pa.
You go abroad today and your passport gets lost, you can take the card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. Today.
Or say we Ghana ni now we bruchiri now passport yera ubetimi do Ghana card our Ghana. Pacho, this is Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. But ye kwa kai no. Say Mahamudu Bawumia, when he started, this is what he actually said.
Good news for diasporan Ghanaians is that when the Ghana Immigration Service is linked to the NIA architecture, and that will be soon, diasporan Ghanaians who hold the Ghana card should not have to obtain visas to return to Ghana.
Pacho, you see these two different conflicting statements. Mahamudu Bawumia catch Ghana for say Ghana Immigration Service ed incorporate Ghana card na we Ghana ni na wabrichira. You don't need a visa to come to Ghana. Pacho, these were his words. Then some of us ebe catch and say masa se Ghana ni eba Ghana unhia visa na wode aba Ghana. You need only your passport or passport yirakura ultimate call the nearest Ghana High Commission eko GTC edeba. Inti Ghana ni eko Ghana unhia visa. Ene Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia adan na no kane asem foforo epacho tie ni ye.
You go abroad today and your passport gets lost, you can take the card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. Today,
one person. So one thing I've learned from Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say, as a original crowd numa on choro into ho, then he conjures things in his head and then try to brainwash them. Because uko jina northern region ho say upper east or something like that. Nipa na ho no obi anywhere offer play akoba bia. By a bisa o say papa, obey president ade na obey amaya. O say o wa briche na passport yera out mfa Ghana card. Eba Ghana. I don't get it. But politics na ye no. It seems to say we are taking the politics so low. Mentiasie. Mahamudu Bawumia I am a politics no. I am so cheap in the system. But how they enter also? And some of you we are going to decode everything he says in this particular video. Everything Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is saying, we are going to decode it.
We are going to bring a new passport application from next year. If you have a Ghana card, you don't need to fill a passport form for a passport. You will pay and we'll print the passport for you. We are building a new Ghana. We want to make sure that our youth are educated. And this is why we brought free senior high school education. Your mama said if he had the money, he wouldn't spend it on free senior high school. He said we couldn't do it, and we have done it. He cancelled teacher training allowances, and we have restored it. He cancelled nursing training allowances, and we have restored it. Today, we are giving free tablets to all senior high school students. Free tablets. And we are going to make sure that we have internet penetration to 100% in all communities. We are going to make sure that everybody can be able to buy and acquire a smartphone. We are going to make sure we abolish import duties on mobile phones so that the cost of mobile phones will come down. We are going to make sure that we go in partnership with the telecommunications companies so that
Mahamudu Bawumia's earlier promise of Ghana ni be able to mobile phone 1 cedi 2 cedi 1 cedi 2 cedi no epacho ti haye papa no be reverse na no aka asam foforo epacho ti ni ye.
And anybody who doesn't have money can try and acquire a mobile phone from a telecom company and pay small, and you pay.
What I say? 1 city, 2 city, no. Ayera. How's that in the can ya mutu? So 1 city, 2 city, no. Ya mutu. Mahamudu Bawumia, the remix version of mobile phone 1 city, 2 city. They say they'll be in small. Hey. Allah talai. Dr. 419 no. When you Dr. You and we Dr. Azar. And this all refia. My man say nko kai o. 1 city, 2 city ni bi na ehwe ni.
Affordable. And the mobile companies no your bedi kata inkita ho na the mobile phones no amanipa na mafidia watia 1 city 2 cities 1 city 2 cities mobile phone no more.
If I what I say, enti mobile phone ye de be ma obi a o Ghana na boso bi a watua 1 city 2 city 1 city 2 city na watua wi Mahamudu Bawumia on a remix say 1 city 2 city no ayera
telecom company and pay small and you pay all of it. So
hey, Ghana, I am over the Mahamudu Bawumia play with the intelligence of Ghanaians. As a Obi consultant, we are catching the Ghana for in Kwasia for until they are quite confused among one can seven don't even write it down. They will believe you because they did it before 2016 and then they got their way out. In 2020, they did it and then got scot-free. And at 2024, so was funny in another style. I was a Ghana for more be a perfume kita. Na me do to aso va chuti in some papa can we are going to decode everything. You will be shocked in some Mahamudu Bawumia eka actually Ghana for at this particular place.
We are going to make it easier for the youth to be part of the digital economy. And we are going forward. We will help the farmers for sure. But we are going to train 1 million youth in digital skills.
If I thought in a year, 1 thing a year, my man saying go back. Now me saying go chiro. Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say, "Ono be president, they are going to train 1 million youth. They are going to train 1 million youth. If I tell you, a youth no betray no more, they no do more kwaye.
Train 1 million youth in digital skills. You will get the skills, digital skills, and if you are in war, you can work for a company in America, in Japan, in Germany, with all your digital skills."
Sometimes I just say mkodi Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia chi. Papa ni azan fucking. Or see they will train 1 million youth into digital skills. Now wait metna wa adwuma mo bi wa America, Germany, Britain, Holland, Finland. Hey, asembe ni. Kosi prat be say e ben asemni. Hey, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Chese 1 million coders program na His Excellency John Dramani Mama and the NDC edeba no. Eno no ko yi coders na free ho. Eno de digital be she ho. Hey, Viria. Ghana. That was pay. What's some pay? I mean, when I was Mahamudu Bawumia say, or the 1 million digitalization job be bar. Wait, Matana wa. Aye, Juma. Ewa America. Aye, Juma. Ewa Britain. Aye, Juma. We are say baby na mobile phones so pa aside the 1 city 2 city into it's like oh yeah piano girl but you have a there Alex Eyoba I'm sure this man is having a bipolar problem. That Mahamudu Bawumia is a fucking serious person. I want to say the way our cancer is serious obeka sa kwane de e kan akore to oboa otenasi no when policies are NDC for the bar then they rebrand it and then present it as if say Yomodia. On this particular channel, Makase NDC policies and program NAPCO enye NPP policy. Makasa asemno. NAPCO, it was in the 2016 mid-years budget. Era se tekpe a president in parliament to Ghanaians. His Excellency, then time now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the president of Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama echere adekura omoba beye with the 100,000 people. Well, anyway, with my answer, I'll continue. Then the 1 million coders program NDC Debano. That is why John Dramani Mahama I promise I will not Ghana Nibian say NDC the 1 million coders program biba. Mahamudu Bawumia also the 1 million digitalization job biba. Better now one way in America.
1 million youth in digital skills. You will get the skills, digital skills, and if you are in war, you can work for a company in America, in Japan, in Germany, with all your digital skills. We are going to change Ghana. We need your help on December 7th to vote for Dr. Bawumia and to vote for Hajia Hulu. My brothers and sisters, we are thinking about the future, and the future is about the youth. This election is a choice between Bawumia, who has never been president, and Mahama, who was president. When Mahama was president, he couldn't develop the north. The whole of the Upper West region, the NDC in 8 years never completed one major road. The whole of Upper West. We are going to change it. When he was president, he used our money to rear guinea fowls that flew to Burkina Faso. We are not going to do that. We have a choice. John Mahama can only be president for 4 years. Dr. Bawumia can be president for 8 years. The presidency is coming to the north. It's going to be either Bawumia or Mahama. It's coming to the north. And if it is coming to the north, do we want the presidency for 8 years or 4 years? 8 years.
Wahun sama Mahamudu Bawumia kan. Ase washeda se auto enfuturo edegu amanfo ani, and that is what Mahamudu Bawumia is doing day in, day out, day in, day out. Every day, Papa Inya Kwanya, that is something he's been doing. When I said NAPCO, enye NPP program, no, maybe somebody might not believe what I said. And what I'm doing here, and they say, me they will call media budget of 2016. That is what is on our screen here. Budget statement and economic policy of the government of Ghana for the 2016 financial year, presented to Parliament on Friday, 13th November 2015 by Seth Itekwe, Minister for Finance on the authority of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of Ghana. Mark particular document here that say I did not make anything up here. Indeed, this document here that say a 2016 budget you're presenting on 13th of November 2015. And now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the President of Ghana. Ebacho she sap portion no enso. And the oko na yina yakwa kan ade bi e that particular document you know. Paragraph 991. Paragraph 991 of that document. Ebacho ene that's way. Mr. Speaker, Atifia Semino a job creation / youth employment initiative. If everything is clear on your end, wait me send me a message. If everything is moving on well, so wait me I can't hear me. Mr. Speaker, the national employment policy was launched with focus on the employment of the youth, women, and the vulnerable. Subsequently, the Youth Employment Act 2015, Act 887, was passed with dedicated funding sources. Dedicated funding sources. Under the Community Improvement Program, a total of 100,000 youth will be engaged in 6 different areas. But your NAPCO buy and Nana Addo Danko Akufo-Addo any Bawumia countries employ nipa 100,000. And they took this 100,000 people straight away from NDC's budget. And then areas are John Dramani Mama say obe employ nipa 100,000. 1, waste and sanitation. 2, security services. 3, community teaching assistants. 4, community health assistants. 5, youth in afforestation, and then youth in apparel. This is exact tenor NAPCO employ nipa 100,000. Enti NAPCO no, they took the policy and then renamed it. Enti Anka John Mahama so be fresh policy no, o din bia o de amano. Also be friend a community improvement program. John Mahama say, Oma dedicate funding sources no at hodada, but our program no, Oma friend community improvement program, and then underline the 100,000 people here. NPP won power in 2016, and then renamed this community improvement program no, Nation Builders Corps NAPCO, and almost all my employee nipa 100,000. About 100,000 si kana John Mahama peto for 1 year. Omudi tu akawie no. NAPCO ya mutu. Nti NAPCO no Nana Addo so many NAPCO ban they took the money and then the 100,000 they couldn't even add one person, make it even 101. No, they took it exactly 100,000 and then that's it. Year of return a NDC programmer His Excellency J.J. Rawlings in the buy Panafest, Pan-African Festival. Nana Addo mobile no, omo rebranding no, ebe in year of return. The same policy, the same concept, nothing changed. That is NPP for you. Nti se Mahamudu Bawumia ene ujina simpie so kase. Ono se the 1 million digital program bi ba. Anka se coders program ono wa yi coders na firi ho. Eno wa fa the exact 1 million no. Say na dey wait matana wa after the program no adwuma wo America adwuma wo UK now te wa edana say
4 years 8 years or 4 years I'm busy to bola humani be humanasi humani be humanasi humani be humanasi, and we also have a chance to make history. When I was contesting to be MPP flag bearer, many people said it was not possible. They said the MPP will not elect a northerner to lead the MPP. They were wrong. It is possible. Now they said the MPP will not elect a Muslim to be a president. But God made it possible. All the Christians and the Muslims in the MPP elected Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. So, if you vote for Dr. Bawumia, Ghana has a chance to make history. That Ghana, the Christians and the Muslims together will make the first Muslim president of the Republic of Ghana. So, my brothers and sisters, we are going to develop this country, Christians and Muslims together. I want you, in all your might, to vote for Dr. Bawumia.
Enti Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ansem no. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say, "Yamane me president na Ghana making history." Say, "Yama first Muslim abe president of Ghana." Osi na niso ade hunu nyina no. He wants to make history by becoming the first Muslim to become president in Ghana. When style papa we ye campaign no. Ene ensema all kano. We ye timamuni, now we a serious person. Now one hwe papa we ya or the religious and tribal war beba Ghana. If Ghanaians do not assess Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia very well or the problem in the beba Ghana. these are serious statements na papa oye ne keten. It will get to a timer obeka bom no otwe ho a entwen. Mahubida Oko Rwanda ma ntokwane se ya ne start you. Somebody was telling people something. Somebody was saying some things to them gradually. But before they realized, now the whole nation, boom, kakra. Or kasi ya wena Boko Haram, ababi uram. Now also esha manfwase, na munyenze. Be wona Ghana, abe dying terrorist state. Papa we insema wana mwakano. Because Mahamudu Bawumia doesn't even care. So be kwa Boko Haram for say, mume convince ya manfo, na umuntu aba mame. Enti oni policy o, oni program, oni hwe. Eno ane so wonam na tronko na odi. Na ti nsem bi oka wa ha. Uti nsem bi a oka esekeke. Be ba ti nsem bi obeka wa ha.
As I told you, this election is a choice between the former president who failed as a former president. He failed. That's why we voted him out in 2016. And he came back again in 2020. And we voted him out again. And he's coming back in 2024. And we will vote him out again. He says he performed better. And I said to him, if you think you have policies that you can explain, and you can explain your record, then come for a debate with me on the economy. Come and let us debate man to man. Let us debate and see who has the better policy. But he has refused the debate because Osro, because
sometimes the man is fucking funny. Or say your mama suruntina your mama beso baba debate. Mahamudu Bawumia kase ono frɛ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on a debate on the economy. Then ono no kase John Mahama esuro so baba amama debate on the economy.
Come and let us debate man to man. Let us debate and see. Then come for a debate with me on the economy. Come and let us debate man to man. Let us debate and see who has the better policy. But he has refused the debate because Osro, because I will expose his empty policies. He says he has a 24-hour economy. I say, explain what that means. They are not able to. They say in that economy, they will be rearing lions and elephants.
Sometimes I tend to believe it's a Dutch passport. A better Ghana PhD holder. I'm starting to think like that. William Cap. Well, sometimes when you don't let people know the emptiness of the PhD holder, a beya de be say Ghana for no beya agree so beya president and kobeye so beya president and kobeye say. That is why we need to let people know, because Nana Addo shall say can say no. We thought to say oh enkwa hwenti ya nkyerɛkyerɛ mu amamanfo ante ase. Enti ma Ghana for do na no motiri hu no. They thought to say, oh, Nana Addo better maybe, but we all can't. Then we need to expose him. We need to let people know. So when people are all can't say no. On one yes. That is how we need to go about it. Because one yen is or find what to say. Unimnyansa. One fan is that is how he will think it. The patch of Hadibi or Manama Moye. Hadibi or Manama Moye. NPP4 Ewo Akwebi SFN is a Frank Mandela or something like that. I don't even know. Omakwachi school for Nkwara Embaya Edomako sisi basim say e kaya for ena because of that Mahamudu Bawumia nyuma pentin omo kire omo how to drive buses. if you don't expose them, how will somebody know that animal way more caniano? As a Minia William Cap. How on earth will somebody know? Because what ho na obi be kan kire say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia e ma ye kire emaya basika. Wahu. People will start to believe it, and they are posting and sharing all these kind of things. Always they are sharing it. Say bus driving training for Kaya years under Ayalolo starts. Another innovative program from Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Ayalolo bus na momo akwa kotono. Ama se Sierra Leone for there for you are telling Ghana for say we ne training Maya Kaya you for ma in how to drive a bus. Girls why na ye Kaya you ni ba home. Why na ye Kaya you ni ba it was hard deal with ma. You are telling us that you are training them how to drive a yellow bus in a Aguno. You are telling us that training people how to drive a yellow bus. No more Maya na beka buses in our Ghana. You see how they are deceiving people. You know, these kind of things say people will start to believe it. Because we beat in northern region or ya buyer or none intention is or back southern part abaye kaye. Now they tell her, say, hey, we back southern part of Kaya, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, my chiramo basa canteen, number 3 basa. Some of them will believe it. Now, why would you cry or women? And why no we shall say, I yellow bas be nama cry here, Juma. I know they are telling us, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, at their DBA bar, innovative program, I did training and Maya Kaya for mano on how to drive buses. But you can also send your comment. Ebi na media metiha, imi hubi, ebi a uwa hubi. That is why we are doing this program. Inti ba biya on sabe kan biya no. You can actually tell us say ampa me hu se bus no bi. E na makra ho a abaya bi si animu a otwi. Me de me hu bi. To be honest, se me ka se me hu bi na me boa. Inti me pa cho wa wo hwe me ba biya wo hwe me firi biya no. Se wo hu se bus bi na makra ho. Kaya ye ni bi. Esisi ye nanim etwi a. Wo betu ma ye hu. Mama Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Base yanka ama manfo who say azane 419 no more ya people will start to believe it. That is how NDC you failing Ghana no in 2016. NDC for ya you failing Ghana for because we thought say Ghanaians will not believe into lies no more 1 million per constituency, 1 district, 1 factory, those kind of things in 1 village, 1 dam. And no be was saying, one mobile phone, 1 CD no. Because one man phone who say, and now one CD, 1 mobile phone, and now 10 and no can say kakara. People will start to believe it. And then who nipa bi mo motete abruchi there say o abruchi possible. Obi aka sa chiba kanjen se me so oboa. Abruchi ni obi a na so ko say yam feeling na dey ide ma no. It doesn't work like that. Because answer na obeko say o kwa akwaje ade bi on credit no. You need to be working. Now what income are consistent? Oh yeah, obi a oh yeah, juma but so be as €1,000 now, €1,000 every day. Oje. Then your baby says, what dying high or high no? Or high dying say, maybe I'm high dying 600, but so me Tobas card €100. Until me dimisika in a car 300. Okay, maybe your mobile phone now, they are €50 that you can pay in 1 year or 2 years. By a check calculations when you say it's a care cow on €100. Until me was your mobile phone, who bet you €200 every month because any possible TM amount. So people should start to think they shouldn't deceive people. So pay adibi on credit the man. Remember, we based on the Juma me because me copy Lamborghini because Lamborghini might worth something like maybe €300,000 or something like that. So based on your computing me income and my expenditure, I cannot even go and take Lamborghini where I'll be paying maybe €10,000 every month. Oh, so these kind of things, we need to let people know. I don't know, William Cap. Maybe that is why we are saying, say, Obi also or Kayoni, I only drive licenses. No, how are they? How quite many of us are watching into Unchibas? Quite many of us are watching Unchibas. I better to drive a bus. No, I know. Say you need to have the first license, which is the B class, the saloon car license. Well, so when we don't ask these kind of questions, that is how people will start to believe it, because in Unchibas, so sorry, I'm saying me kuchi bas. In bas sa. A process being a kuchi bas and you walk what you be got next year we him a bonny seat belt. I could kind of pictures. Say, oh, where kayo yini. And Maya we picture with me. Can somebody tell me say why in a general way kayo yini wa? But that is the nation Ghana. That is how Ghana politics here. You are taking the politics in Ghana no to a level to say that is why yet one home. But Dr. Gideon Boako, spokesperson for Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Dr. Gideon Boako say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia intends to use common sense approach to transform the lives of Ghanaians. Let me take my time and then take it one after the other. Dr. Bawumia, spokesperson, and Dr. Gideon Boako. Dr. Gideon Boako say Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia intends to use common sense approach to transform lives, meaning Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo could not use common sense approach to transform the lives of Ghanaians. And this is coming from Dr. Gideon Boako. I actually screenshot this from my joyonline.com. Date of publication and 25th of July 2024. Almost post to exactly 12/7. Until wow, take your time to read everything here. Ebiana Borofono a difficult mawa. I did not force Dr. Gideon Boako to say these kind of things. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the current vice president of Ghana. And for that matter, head of Ghana's economic management team. And then the leader and flag bearer of NPP. At the same time, no, it says to be the vice president of Ghana. Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo try some person form a biennial 8 years in opposition. One way. And on my way about 8 years in power now. 2 terms, 4 years, 4 years. Timamufo complaining about hardship. And then all of a sudden, Mahamudu Bawumia says, "Oh no, Mumbai president, obey to common sense, and that transform your lives." So the question is, Nana Addo you should approach, and the hardship abano. Pacho, you can also type your comment. My duty here is not to do much, but I'm just decoding. And some of Dr. Gideon Boako Nankasa, I did not tell him to say these kind of things. It means being a spokesperson for Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. These words are coming from Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Say, or no be president, obey to common sense approach. And they are government, say, be or be transform your life. Common sense. Inti common sense family for my name is Mahamudu Bawumia become home. Common sense. Name Mahamudu Bawumia so a common sense family member. Inti the same Avram when you one member. So Gideon Boako can win the when you two actually. Me so say chama won't use back home. So what they are saying is Nana Addo ain't use common sense. And the boom no. So meaning Nana Addo is foolish. He's using the foolishness approach to govern. That is why the nation is difficult. That is why Ghana forces some money more than. No Mahamudu Bawumia be president that will be using the or no friend a common sense approach. Anyway, he said we many can't. So when I have vice president, and now you are telling Ghanaians to say, "You talk about now be president." Now all the over here obey you common sense approach. And nipa na ono do within the chief for the last 16 years and the approach no use. About you wait my type of comment. So why don't you wait about Mela? You have a there. As I me tell catch kakra. That's it. So about joining in there. And according to Dr. Gideon Boako no, or say Mahamudu Bawumia say, or no way near obey you common sense approach to govern the nation. Enti me pacho se woni ma approach kura Nana Addo you see for now you can actually tell me maybe minim But I know say Amamuna say Ghana say Bibia and Kuji Tim and phone complain say the nation Bibia say ene auto petrol ne boy cement. Matisse cement is 100 cities for now. But Gideon Boako say Ghana for mistakenly Eko Twabama Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia obey to common sense approach. So the question maybe say when you insult to Nana Addo dan Kwakufu Addo but your approach na ufi say Gideon Boako ne Mahamudu Bawumia fi say Nana Addo edebuma no. You can share your comments and your ideas and views on that particular subject. Yenye no ho. For when you say some people are building nations, say something very easy. And I say that is how they understood it. So very easy because then another collect me bumai. Then I can the Japan and another collect me bumai there. Semen so could meet me bumai. And if we are going by that approach, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to discuss. Until one person, you know, why a flip flopper? What in the cheetah for the ne? Or more can we? Or china? No more can we? Adechia? Or more can we? Adechia? More can we? To the extent that you come to tell us, oh Ghana na what you know, oh technology na se for na oh use you know, okwa nimu a chain. Britain for for. And not surprisingly, no, won't you mean so kind the same thing?
Na Akufo-Addo de da bia meka me say ada onye president bi o me say anhwe ya ye wa ha na country bi aba say yemfa no mboro wo mo no mra be di president ma wo so kai say enkroma bra you two no so kai say okokoye co president e wa Guinea. What I say, he was a co-president to Guinea. And I'm saying Akufo-Addo has break Kwame Nkrumah record, and Akufo-Addo me say enya me nwanwa say London and NASA America kura no. What I say, omubeka say niema Akufo-Addo aye no. Maybe they want him to come to become a president. There.
Ghana for more nsem tie o. Ye won nsem tie ene ye won nsem ka comedians overtake Ghana ena omode Ghana na adan comedy. Comedians and I take it over Ghana. Ede Ghana no adan comedy. And no more ye. Na say yan hweni ya ensembe ba Ghana ho. Yan hweni ya ensempa kese pa de bisi Ghana ho. Anyway, abusanfo Channel A 1 hour with Munufie, Medin, any William Munufie, Amankona, and T. Debiano, we try to stream 1 hour of our time. If I chose only subscribe, you'll be to me. I subscribe. My high near them, in cancer be and one say, yeah, bye. We share our ideas based on sema NPP 4 week and any choir Mamuna Faswa, essay, and Kuyatim Mufuna, a complaining. That is what we do every day. Sometimes a lot of things happen, you know. But Mama more engaging. Kakrana sending William Carbon, they've been sending messages and other things. I think that is something we all need to be doing. Something like that. Enti mehe na ebi am do be see high in there. Nyame adom o same time. I think it's Friday. Yes, it's thank God it's Friday. Now maybe on Monday, we will try to add some other news going on around Africa. So every day when I come online, maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes, we have to discuss other things across Africa. And every day I say, across Africa, and how do we see Africa and stuff like that. So we're gonna add all those kind of things along the point. Kakra na afide I say ibitime Eddie Bibinso Akanwa. Sansona His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, my first coup d'etat book, I have a copy online. I think say wow person to be biano and wow we hear a book in biano. I believe say we be a copy on made the link better platform is so now wow PBBiano you can actually buy the book from that link. I think that is something we need to be doing because as a nipa do na enya hu sa book on how it here. So we need to be checking and then reading other things from John Dramani Mahama, the man John Dramani Mahama, how he actually is, what he stands for, and other things. Until maybe I'll try to get a copy of that book and then put the link in the description of this video. Until that is the book here, my first coup d'etat from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the book I would actually. So I'll try to get a link of this particular book in this in the video's description of this video. Until so here you can actually click on the link and then let's get a copy and then understand His Excellency John Dramani Mahama very, very well. So my first coup d'etat, now that is how it is. Made the link of the video, of the book. When you're on Amazon, made the descriptions of this particular video. Now, I may copy or there, but e-book, when I have a paper version, so you get a copy of the paper version. And so let's do it like that. Now, I'm fancy John Dramani Mahama animonyam. Enti medase nyame adoma edubisi ha Millicent Mela William Cobb Piano Girl minia bibia boko there. All right. Alex A Oga also join here. Godwin Osei, you're also part. Jazz Photos, you're also part. And yeah, I think so. A lot of you were part of this, and Bimo sending messages on WhatsApp and other things. And then there is something I think I need to be doing. I will have to bring the WhatsApp chats or comments on the platform. So I need to be doing that as well. You know, it's a bit complicated, but with time, I think I will try to fix a lot of things. Bibi awowo enti wa woni menumidi ene William Munofie amankona nyame ya adoma ochena menemo besan ehia time we are pepepe na afede ya po ako ba se na meka na so here a copy of my first coup d'etat His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etroye na ubetimi anya copy with the link in this particular video description me da obi bia ase ti yenye ne sa na afede yenhwe ne ya yede baba bom ene.
I'm looking forward to a debate with John Mahama.
It is only Ghana and I would the economy call IMF also your strategies
on the economy.
You take you over power. Not dollar 4 cities and then dollar 12 cities
on the economy.
Tomato seller is the best economist I've ever seen. A bucket of tomatoes are not 10 cedi. And then the same quantity no with the 50 cedi. We get to ashi.
To a debate with John Mahama.
When the man said, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. When he was saying that $1 was 4 cedis,
to a debate with John Mahama.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the vice president. He has had all the opportunity working with the president to do whatever he can do for this country.
On the country, on the governance. To a debate with John Mahama.
Now they were unveiling and or a mate. The rate of depreciation. What are we going to say?
To a debate with John Mahama.
We need a vice president with a vision.
To a debate with John Mahama.
Ebasa bibi nyabi a wozi na you meet. Ebasa digital dia unka say MPP I know there you take credit.
That is why they are begging me to be vice president. But I know the candidate cannot win, so I cannot go and disgrace myself.
To a debate with John Mahama.
The year 2016 Oka economy once a year and campus says here around to make economy one. He talks about digital.
The sitting president has been fair to the vice president. He's giving him all the opportunity to run this country. The man is tired. There's nothing new he can do. That's a fact.
With John Mahama.
IMF, what are we going to say again?
On the economy.
You cannot read my lips, and I'm not scared of anybody in the party. I'll tell you the gospel truth. It's the gospel truth. Those who take you to IMF cannot, this same face cannot break the age.
To a debate with John Mahama on the economy.
He gave 170 questions to Vice President Mr. Atta to answer. And then they also the Vice President of the President Tedia.
On the economy.
Also, you have the inflation and the lock and key. Is that what is going on? from 11% to 47%? Is it an insult or the truth?
On the economy.
In Latin it says, "Verbum sapienti satisfacti." A word to the wise is enough. For Benyansafo, Ibrube, and can accept.
Bawumia say only John Mahama dey go debate. So your Bama pa.
What's your mrade? It's a Mahamudu or many mu be de. Ya brabo be fe. Nenupe, no amaya pabe. Ye bie ya pro hiama ya kwabe. Papa wo sikanso, ni medi hiao. Oko jesi chana wa breye mponyo no. Amemu oboni esi konto bohini. Ye hu fitempo ayese koko. Kona wo beka semno ya sha won funu muma. Timemu fu na ye brehi. Dollar bako. Sidi timinto, drop wire drive timinto. 24 crosses, so I won't timinko. Kakroye bedi so boys timinto. Kenya Sabina Manmo. Kwesi, Ayare, Hunyum, Bina, Hashe, Makume, Mama. Ye. And your door, Hunyum, Namito. Kwesi, Ayare, Hunyum, Bina, Hashe, Makume, Muma. Da.
Yeah, cut out to share. Any project. Rebel so ye be to serve by red. Moody Yedi, Kojebesia. Namone Mabusia for a budget.
Yeah, quite on ya was a Ghanaian. My Ghanaian wasn't quite a new senior there. And you will refuse to put down a boo. Yeah. You barely fool where they kill you. So corruption and dirty games. And my own refuse, I'm really Yeah. No, say, well, yes, what for?